Hello ladies and gentlemen, those in between, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Everett, and for today's video we are going to be reacting to the controversial Croatian military operation storm.
And small Croatia managed to pull one of the most successful military operations in the history of mankind and turn the tides of a losing war. Here it is, the infamous Operation Storm. In 1991, when Serb forces attacked, Croatia's situation was dire. The Croatian army was almost non-existent, and the Serbs captured nearly one-third of Croatian territory. The breakup of Yugoslavia had led to the rise of nationalist movements, with Serbs aiming to create a greater Serbia, including territories in Croatia with significant Serb populations. During years of indiscriminate bombing, war crimes and extreme suffering, the Croatian army managed to get supplies from the diaspora and the black market. From almost nothing, the Croatian army grew into a force capable of liberating itself, as there was little help from the international community. Key to this transformation were strategic training programs, acquisition of modern weapons, and indirect international support.
These are actually actual footages, and it breaks my heart to see situations like this because you guys may not know this. I'm such a peace-loving person. I don't like conflicts. But I had a conversation with one of my very intelligent Korean students, and we talked about war. And she was like, at certain times, war could be necessary in order to protect our country, in order to protect what we own. And it just breaks my heart that at certain times, things like this have to take place in order to achieve peace and respect. And it's just heartbreaking. But before we move on, guys, I would just like to say that I actually read from somewhere just before filming this reaction video that this video was not actually, like, this was not controversial in any way, shape, or form. And I would like to take this video a grain of salt. And by that, I mean, you know, I should not believe whatever this video says 100% because some pieces of information might be incorrect. But if you think that there are some pieces of information that are incorrect in this video, let me know in the comment section below. And by the way, guys, this is a requested video, and that is why I became pretty much curious about what this video is all about. Even though I don't want to tell a lie, watching this video stresses me out a little bit, okay? But anyway, let's move on.
1995, the map looked like this. After previous smaller scale operations, the groundwork was laid for one final, ultimate operation to end it all. The objectives of Operation Storm were the full liberation of Serb-held territories in Croatia and the Bihać enclave in Bosnia. The Croatian army worked with the Bosnian army in a coordinated effort to expel the Serbian army. Even if there was no direct international help, the US and other key players approved the operation, providing a diplomatic backdrop that facilitated its execution.
So wait, sorry for the interruption. If Croatia declared its independence only back in 1991, please correct me if I'm wrong. So Croatia's been a free country only for more than 30 years, more than 3 decades. Wow. And back in the 1990s, I was just a high school student who completely had no idea about what was going on in the world, because of course at that time there was no internet. I didn't have any access to news worldwide, mainly because number one, we didn't have television at home and I was just not interested in listening to news or in watching TV news. But anyway,
strategy was to attack the Serb-held territories from several sides, encircling or semi-encircling them. The key city to take was Knin, the center of the Serbian uprising. This required meticulous planning, logistics coordination, and effective use of military intelligence. On August 4th, 1995, all hell broke loose. As the Croatians said, quote, "When we start, the sky and the ground will burn."
Okay, sorry guys, I want to make sure Croatia independence. Sorry, I want to make sure date. It's June 25, 1991. So this took place in 1995. So at that time, Croatia had already been an independent country. And by the way, guys, before filming this reaction, I did just a little bit of research on Operation Storm. It's Oluja. I've made a reaction video to Marko Thompson's song about this, and it was the last major battle of the Croatian War of Independence, and it was a major factor in the outcome of the Bosnian War. Okay, that's the only piece of information that I got. But if you would like to elaborate, please feel free to do so. Because I read comments, but it's just that because there are so many comments, I cannot really reply to everybody. So I apologize, okay? But anyway, let's move on.
200,000 soldiers with hundreds of tanks, artillery and other vehicles moved in. The first phase of the attack involved relentless bombing and artillery strikes on key military and communication targets, accompanied by psychological warfare, including radio broadcasts telling the Serb forces that their resistance was futile. The Croatian forces attacked along the entire 700-kilometer front, advancing 5 to 10 kilometers a day, capturing key supply lines and encircling the enemy. Large fortified settlements were avoided if necessary and put under siege. Other units were on standby in Slavonia near Vukovar in case the enemy attempted an unexpected thrust. Key battles included the swift capture of Knin and other strategic locations, which disrupted Serb command and control. In just 3 days, Knin was taken, and the entire front collapsed,
Green was taken? Is it right? What is Green? Is it a name of a place in Croatia?
in the unconditional surrender
Or maybe the subtitles are incorrect.
of the Serbs. The town of Bihać was relieved, and Croatia and Bosnia celebrated victory. Only about one...
Oh, okay, this clip. I remember this clip. This is included in that music video that I've recently made a reaction video to. I think the title of that song in English is I Remember the Day.
100 Croatian soldiers were killed and around 1,000
What? 100 Croatian soldiers were killed?
wounded. What the Serbs aimed to do in 4 years, Croatia accomplished in 3 days. Just like that. The international community had mixed reactions. While some praised the operation for its effectiveness and the liberation of occupied territories, others criticized it for the humanitarian impact. Although the operation was immensely successful, it did not go flawlessly. Many argued that the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Serbs was a form of ethnic cleansing and a war crime. Croatia strictly opposes such accusations, while Serbia continues to enforce that narrative. The case is still ongoing, with debates in international courts and human rights organizations. Personal stories from civilians illustrate the human impact of the conflict. Many faced displacement, loss and trauma, but also relief at the end of the hostilities. Efforts were made to assist displaced persons and rebuild affected areas. International organizations and local governments worked to provide aid and support reconstruction. Operation Storm significantly altered the political landscape of the Balkans. It strengthened Croatia's positions and contributed to the eventual peace agreements that ended the war. The operation affected...
Okay, it just saddens me to think that this, in spite of the fact that Croatian army was successful in protecting Croatia, still there were some people who couldn't help criticizing because of some reasons which I kind of don't understand, honestly.
Affected ethnic relations in the region, with ongoing efforts at reconciliation and tension. Programs say that fostering understanding and cooperation have been crucial in post-war recovery. The legal and moral debates surrounding Operation Storm continue, focusing on issues of war crimes, ethnic cleansings, and the rules of war. These discussions are essential for historical understanding and future conflict prevention. Whether it is true or not, looking at the sheer context of the war, where after 4 years of war and terrible suffering in which the Serbs committed some unspeakable atrocities, it is challenging to assign blame to one side entirely. No one can really point a finger and say, "You are the bad guy, I am the good guy." Thankfully the war ended, and we can only hope and strive that something awful like that never happens again, and that we can all enjoy peace and prosperity together. So if you like this video, consider watching this one.
Okay guys, first of all, this is a requested video, and a few of you in the comment section kept sharing the link to this video, and I want to thank you for doing so. But oh my goodness, I honestly feel bad and sad for how these great soldiers live their lives. I mean, live a life of such distress. But at the same time, I also admire them because of their courage, their great sense of bravery and the willingness to protect their country. I have so much respect for people who, in the name of their, in the name of the honor of their country, they're very much willing to die just to protect, you know. But anyway, gosh, please let me know in the comment section below how you feel about this video. Okay, so I guess it's about it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when my next video comes out. Peace out.